What is good, y'all? And here's my last minute predictions for UFC 321. A lot of these fights had me watching crazy amounts of film to even come up with these predictions. So, starting up on the early prelims, got Jacqueline Amorin versus Mizuki Inoue. I'm picking Jacqueline Amorin just because I don't think Mizuki Inoue is good enough to expose Jacqueline Amorin. I don't think Jacqueline Amorin is that good, but she's not horrible. I think she might have a cardio issue, and Inoue ain't gonna expose that. So that's my pick for that fight. Next up, we have Azat Maxim versus Mitch Raposo, and Mitch Raposo is actually terrible. He's not a UFC level fighter. He's a good regional guy, but he's not UFC level. I think Azat Maxim is gonna blast him out cold in round two. Very, very easy to explain. Mitch Raposo only really has good grappling, as that Maxim has great counter grappling and good power, great volume. He's gonna beat the brakes off Mitch Raposo. Next, we have Hamdi Abdul Wahab versus Chris Barnett, and I hate to say it because I want Chris Barnett to win. Hamdi Abdul Wahab is gonna beat the brakes off Chris Barnett. Barnett is not a real heavyweight. He's just some fat guy with crazy athleticism for his size. He'd be a problem at 155 if he dropped 100 pounds, but he's not. Next up, we have Nathaniel Wood versus Jose Delgado. And as much as I want to pick Nathaniel Wood, I think Jose has this one in the bag. He's just so much more dangerous on the feet. Nathaniel Wood might fumble the finish and then get finished himself. I'm picking Delgado decision, but I'm not going to be surprised if there's a KO from Jose Delgado because he just finds the right shot when it matters. Next up, we have Louis Sutherland versus Walter Walker. I'm picking Walter Walker by first round submission. He's gonna get a fourth heel hook in a row. I watched Louis Sutherland fight on the regional scene. This man's takedowns are atrocious. Walter Walker's rolling for that leg and he's pulling that heel hook. He's getting it. Next up, you have Ludwig Klein versus Mateusz Rambetsky. Ludwig Klein is going to beat the brakes off of Mateusz Rambetsky. I think this is way too early for Mateusz Rambetsky to make a return after all the damage he took in the Chris Duncan fight. I think all that scar tissue is going to open right back up, especially in the clinch, and that Ludwig Klein is going to be able to deny the takedowns and blast him at range as Rambetsky tries to move in with hooks. It's going to be a fight of the night contender for sure, but it's going to be because Rambetsky is bleeding everywhere. Next up at middleweight, we have Ikram Askarov versus Park Jun Young. As much as I hate to do this, I'm picking Ikram Askarov. He just seems that his hands are too heavy for Park Jun Young to get his game off, and he's way too athletic for Park. I want Park to win. I'm rooting for Park, but Ikram Askarov is going to handle him. Next up, headlining the prelims, we got Quinlan Salkiel versus Nasrat Haqparast. I'm picking Nasrat Haqparast. He should be ranked. He was ranked a couple years ago. He's on a 5-fight win streak. He should be ranked right now. I don't think Quinlan Salkiel is ranked level. Not yet. And on top of that, this fight was made like a week ago. Very short notice, just to add on the card. I'm trusting in Haqparast being in better shape and more ready than Salkiel. He's going to be able to push a higher pace for longer. To the main card opening up, we have Asmat Mirzakhanov versus Alexander Rakic. And I want to pick Asmat Mirzakhanov. I really do. But Rakic just might be a little too tall and a little too rangy. Now, if Asmat Mirzakhanov starts to slow down and it looks like Rakic is taking over the fight, just know Rakic is going to go out cold in the next 30 seconds because that's just how Mirzakhanov fights go. The moment he gets tired, he just flukes a KO. But he does it so many times, I can't even call it a fluke. It's just what he does. But Rakic is probably going to win this one by decision. Next up, we have Alexander Volkov versus Jailton Almeida. I'm picking Volkov. I think Almeida has to spend entirely too much energy to keep these guys down. And he's going to gas himself out. And then Volkov's going to beat the fuck out of him. I'm not going to forget about the Shamil Abdurakhimov fight where this dude was visibly gassed heading into round two. I'm not going to forget about the Lewis fight where he completely slowed down and had to use all of his power to keep Lewis down. I'm not going to forget about the Blades fight, where he ragdolls Blades for the entirety of round one and then completely gasses out in round two. I think he uses entirely too much energy to get these guys to the ground because he's not really a heavyweight. He's just a light heavyweight with good jiu-jitsu. The feature fight of the night, Umar versus Mario Bautista. I'm picking Umar to win this fight. I want Mario Bautista to win because I think it'd be fucking hilarious. But Umar is just a little bit better than Mario everywhere. Except Mario has a much better gas tank than Umar. That is something to keep into consideration. Co-main event of the evening, we have Mackenzie Dern, Big Mac, versus Verna Jandiroba. This is a rematch from a couple years ago. I'm picking Verna Jandiroba to win this one. Clearly, she's clear as day the number one contender in this weight class. She has much more dangerous jiu-jitsu for MMA. I know Dern has more stoppages by submission. I know Dern's really good on the ground. Verna Jandiroba is as of recently, she gets you on the ground, it's fucking over. I'm picking Verna Jandiroba to win this by submission in like round 2 or 3. And next up, we have Tom Aspinall versus Cyril Gane. And I'm telling you, Coughing Baby versus Hydrogen Bomb. There's not much to talk about in this fight other than Tom Aspinall is going to light Cyril Gane up. Bad. I think he's going to handle Cyril Gane. Easily handle Cyril Gane in the first minute. I was watching a lot of film because I wanted to give Cyril Gane his credit. He's really good at heavyweight. Aspinall is way faster, hits way harder, has so much pressure. Cyril Gane's going to give up way too much ground. And Aspinall's going to be right in his face. And if he gets frustrated on the feet, because Cyril Gane has decent defense, he's just going to take him down and sub him. It's that simple. Aspinall by literally whatever he wants. Like, people are trying to be different by picking Cyril Gane. It's Aspinall by literally whatever he wants. And those are my predictions for UFC 321.